Okay, so I talk about the end of spiritual seeking and what that path is actually leading to, because most people that are spiritually inclined find themselves on the path or the journey or whatever they call it. They imagine that there's something to obtain through spirituality, and there are a bajillion hamster wheels. So we imagine that the spiritual journey is leading us somewhere, right? That there's an ending point, there's something to arrive at, that there's a purpose for all of it, that it will take me to a state or take me to a realization. And so I talk about that, and I offer people a direct guidance into what that actually looks like, what that actually feels like. And those lives are to share and connect about this topic, because my approach is just going super direct to what's at the end of spiritual seeking. Because we hear things like, you're already it, you're already the universe, right? The universe is within you, you're a powerful being. You need to dissolve your ego, you need to let go of the separate self. But what I came to realize after seeking for 12 and a half years was that it's already what I was. And I've said this so many times that it's like almost like, oh, it's already here. And people that have been listening to me for a while, maybe you're getting tired of me saying that. I'm almost getting tired of myself saying that. But it just cannot be emphasized enough, right? That there's nothing more than what you already are. There's nothing more than this moment now. Anything else is just imagined. And even that imagining something more is happening now. Even the apparent past and future are happening now. There's nothing outside of now. There's nothing outside of you. There's nothing outside of what you are. You are life itself. You are the capacity for experience itself. But we imagine that we're these humans on a planet, one of 8 billion, and I'm separate, and I gotta, make my claim in the world, that I'm not part of some living, breathing organism, or that I am not the very thing that is allowing the universe to exist in the first place. Right? So we are experiencing the all while being the all. We are the infinite, this just pure, clear, open freedom, allowing space for whatever to play out in. Only the mind has ideas about what's good and bad and what shouldn't or should play out. So we are this infinite space of allowing freedom for all potentials. And at the same time, we are all potentials that are being experienced through us. All potentials are being experienced through us. And so this realization cannot be found anywhere other than the very moment that you're in now, the very moment where you're looking at your phone, listening to me. But honestly, don't you think there's more to this? No. Because any of that would just be another thought. That would be going into imagination. That would be going into a belief, right? And beliefs are made of thoughts, and thoughts are made of language, and language is made of words, and every single word is completely made up. Right? There's no reality to the words. They're a tool. Right? It's like this ring is a gold ring, It was my grandmother's. And the mind sees it shaped this way and it calls it a ring. But it's just gold. There's only gold. So you are the substance of life itself and the capacity to experience all substances. Right? You are the observer and the observed. Language merely gives the tools to interpret and give meaning. Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense why we have words. It makes sense why we have labels. It makes sense why we have names, right? It's helpful that we can distinguish each other and, know what's healthy, what's good. And mental constructs are healthy, useful, applicable. Science, numbers, right? Those are made up, but they surely have their merit. But it's not like you can apply that same orientation to spiritual seeking. Because spiritual seeking is not, there's nothing to gain. It's just a dropping away of the delusion that you were the words in the first place. So you can't take the same approach that you would to building a skyscraper that you would to dissolving the ego. Because the ego is not even real. The ego is just made of words. It's a belief in words. It's a belief that I am the words. It's an assumption. We have thoughts that appear that say I. And so we just think, oh, that must be me. I want this. I don't want this. I think this. But who's choosing that? But the words are connection. Words are connection. But the words are connection which is essential. Sorry, I don't understand that. Words are connection that's essential. Yeah, they're a translation, right? They're a translation of reality. So it's fine that we have names for things. I'm not saying get rid of words, but you're not going to find the infinite space of all creation through a concept, right? Through words, because words are made up. Their function is to create a distinction, and therefore a separation, so that we can navigate the reality, right? They create an experience of duality. Yeah. But I'm talking about non-duality, which is also a word, but it's not to. Non-duality, Advaita, not to. It's not about that's the best way, that's the best word that they could come up with to talk about what cannot be spoken about, because it's everything. It's you, it's here, it's this moment. It's not an it. I know it sounds maybe confusing. So it's not about understanding what I'm saying, it's about seeing through the delusion when your mind is telling a story, and that you take that to be real. When I use words with my therapist, it goes beyond a construct. I don't think it does. Because any word, it was like, okay, I feel this because of this. Those are all words and interpretations and thoughts and past. What are you without your story right now? What are you without language right now. The mind believes that it needs to find something when it hears about enlightenment. It believes that it needs to attain something. But enlightenment is here. Enlightenment is now. Enlightenment is you. Enlightenment is this moment. Take away the concept enlightenment even. What are you left with? The mind is imagining a journey. The spiritual journey is just a play of words that are happening and that you believe that everyone's just buying into. Right? And we believe there's like these stages of awakening and there's this energetic process that has to go through, and I got to heal all my karma and I got to purge all the negativity out of me. I thought that. And I did all that. And I was pretty depressed, I'm not going to lie. Because I was trying to work it out through the maze in my mind, the maze of words. I was using a made-up delusion in order to help me find the real. Right? I was planting a plastic seed, hoping that it would sprout into a real organic tree. I was using the fake to discover the real. I was using the temporary to find the eternal. I was using what isn't to discover what is. I was using a translation to find the substance. I was using a map to become the territory. But there's nothing to find, because what you're looking for is everything. What you're looking for is what already is. So the only problem is that you're believing a thought that's saying something is missing. What are you without that thought right now? What are you without the need to find something right now? Take away the past and the future, what's left? Take away the past and the future, where is your identity? That's how it works. We use altars until we don't need them. We use teachers until we don't need them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you can seek and seek and seek, but it's not the journey that's going to take you there. You're already there. And so if you're someone that's been on a spiritual journey for a while and you feel frustrated and you feel like nothing's working, then the only sane thing to do would be to let go of that. Because eventually you have to give up the journey. You have to give up your mind's belief that some future moment is going to be more enlightening than the now. Awakening is now. Awakening is this moment. Awakening is you. Awakening is what you already are. Tomorrow's not real. It's just a word. Take away the words right now. Where is tomorrow? And even dropping the spiritual search, that can also feel like another strategy of the mind of seeking. Like, okay, maybe I'll get it if I stop seeking. I'll get what I'm seeking if I stop seeking. Okay, I'm going to stop seeking now. But if that energy, once you hear this message and you hear just the clarity and the directness and you resonate with it, book a private call with me. We can explore all of that. We can go into, just expose the beliefs. This isn't about therapy. This isn't about digging into the story and trying to figure out something. It's about dismantling all of that. That can still be there. You can still have your memories. But it's like, I don't need them anymore, because this is just perfect as it is. So you can give it time for the seeking energy to slowly, because at the same time it feels like we're still doing it. Like it's like, oh, I can't, and I had this too. It's like I can't stop seeking. I keep seeking, I can't stop. It's only because it's an impersonal energy that's just been fed a lot of energy because of all of the spiritual BS that we've taken on from YouTube. Right? All of these promises and ways to hack your reality and what the universe wants from you and 5D and channeled information and gurus and healing and after 12 and a half years, I just had to turn around and be like, where is all of this taking me? Why am I still struggling? Right? Because you're looking for an idea. You're looking for a thought. You're looking for a concept. You're already it. The only place that makes sense to look for it is now. But what about the thoughts of the past, the future? I'm not sure, giving up the journey. The hope is best. Yeah, you can keep seeking if you want. I'm not here to evangelize you or to prove that, to rope you into the end of seeking. But the thoughts about the past and the future are only ever happening where you are right now. There's nothing other than where you are right now. The mind just imagines it. But it feels real because we've trained to think that our whole lives. Right? This story, we've been brainwashed by the words to imagine this story taking place about the past and the future. Right? Like that's more real. But you're looking for peace, you're looking for clarity, you're looking for the present moment, you're looking for yourself, your true self. It's right here. There's nowhere else but here. There's nothing hiding on you. There's nothing missing. All of that is just imagination. But even that imagination is only taking place here. And you're not choosing any of it. You're not choosing the resistance to the now, right? You're not choosing the seeking. You're not choosing the interest in spirituality. You're not choosing to love sugar, right? Or to love a certain style of outfit. Or to love a certain climate or music. Is just preferences you find within this body-mind. Right? And on top of that, there's a whole story that gets built that that's what I am. I am these music choices. I am these fashion choices. I am these food choices. I am this memories. But if you take away the thoughts, where is that? If you take away the made up words, where is that? Some people never give up spirituality or teachers, and that's okay too. It's totally okay. Yeah, exactly. Purple heart. 3 purple heart. Everything is just enough. You do not need to go down the rabbit hole. The word you actually confuses everything because I'm sure you is different from my you. And that's just a thought though. Because the core you, the core I, the core this is emptiness. Is just the pure platform, the capacity for all experience to be played out within. What does everything feel like right now? And what's experiencing everything?